Yes, lads, welcome back to the Tottenham career mode. Now, this episode, it is a bit muddled. The games aren't in order because a lot of the footage got deleted, but I managed to recover it. So we're just going along, seeing which games I've got. Well, I know which games I've got, obviously, because I've edited it. But yeah, the games aren't in order, but it doesn't really matter. As long as the games are in there, then that's all I care about. And as you can see, we're kicking off our Champions League knockout phases with a game against Red Bull Leipzig. Hopefully, it's an easy game. Also, if you're older than Red Bull Leipzig, you have to subscribe. They were made in 2009. Big tackle from Romero into James Maddison. Holding the ball up, waiting for David to make the run, and he's found him. Jonathan David is through on goal. He's got past Gabriel, the former Arsenal man, and Jonathan David has scored to make it 1-0 here at the Spurs ground. All right, a Deutsch into Son. Into Maddison. Maddison finds David making that run once again. Can David get his second of the game? Yes, he can. He makes it 2-0 20 minutes in. I did not expect it to be this easy. Alright, a Deutsch on the ball here. Still don't know if I'm saying his name right after like a month of playing, but he scored to make it 3-0. And this is a walk in the park, you know. I think we can actually go ahead and jump to result because that has got to be the easiest 25 minutes of football we've had. And we've won 4-1. Eze's picked up an injury coming off the bench, but a 4-1 win is pretty promising going into the second leg. Oh, Eze's out for 3 months. Okay, now we've got Chelsea at the Spurs ground. We're currently top of the league and they are second. We had an 8-goal filler against them in the last episode. So yeah, we don't want that again. We want to get a win here, get all 3 points here at the Tottenham Stadium. We got the home advantage, so hopefully we can go ahead and get the 3 points. Aubameyang on the ball into Sterling, back into Aubameyang, finds Sterling again who gets his shot off. That is a good save from David Raya. David into Son. Can Son use his pace to get past Mancini? Yes, he can. David's in the middle. Son squares it and it's robbed behind him, but he's managed to recover it to make it 1-0 here to Tottenham Hotspur. And we pick up all 3 points here. That's a huge win for our title hopes. Okay, now we've got Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. A chance to win our first trophy of the series. Obviously, we're in the FA Cup final last year. We lost to Arsenal. We don't want to be losing to Liverpool today. I'm going to put them in their red kit because I did not like that greeny kit they've got. So hopefully we can get the win here at Wembley. Kulusevski driving past Robertson. Hopefully Robertson has held him up and won the ball. He's going to play it back into the middle by the looks of it. Robertson's just running across his goal and Jonathan David has absolutely clattered him. Robertson into Jota. Jota squares it to Salah, and that's a huge save from David Raya to keep Salah out. Liverpool on the ball here. Near our box, Jota into Diaz, into Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones gets a shot off, and that is a very good goal from the Liverpool youngster to make it 1-0 here at Wembley. Henderson into Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz gets a shot off, hits the bar. We got away with one there. David into Pedro Porro, back into David. David outside of the boot. That would have been a good goal if it went in. Diaz holding it up, finds Curtis Jones to get his second of the game, and he does do that to make it 2-0, literally 12 minutes before half time. Alright, Porro now on the ball, driving through, gets a shot off, and that is very easy for Kelleher. Like I said, this video is very scuffed, so we cut out half of the Liverpool game, well, literally all of the Liverpool game pretty much, other than the first half really. So yeah, they did beat us 3-1. We've lost another trophy. We actually are, this is probably the most Spursy career mode ever. We've had 2 final now and we've lost both of them. We're still in the Champions League and we're still in the Premier League title race. We're actually leading the title race, so I'm praying we can get a trophy. If not, then it'll be a very failed series. Yep, and our manager rating is not looking too good after that defeat to Liverpool. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sim this game against Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup, and we get a 3-1 win. Huge. All right, Man City up next. Like I say, every time we play them, we always seem to beat them, so I'm feeling confident in this game because we always beat them. And Acuna isn't having any of it. Literally takes out Kalu in the first 5 minutes of the game. Bentancur on the ball. Finds David. David holds it up, waits for Son to get through, and Son spun the right back and gets a shot off and scores to make it 1-0. Just slots it into that bottom corner. That's a huge goal from Sonny boy. All right, David on the ball here into Kulusevski. Kulusevski with the outside of the boot shot to make it 2-0 here. Like I say, we always dominate Man City, but why couldn't we have done this against Liverpool, man? We put in this performance, we would have beat them because they didn't even play that well. Maddison on the ball here. Finds Bentancur, Rodrigo's through, and how has he not scored? Maddison again on the ball, places to David, that's a good interception by Ruben Diaz. All right, Haaland literally goes through whoever that was that put the tackle in. That was like Kimmich. Then and we've gave the ball to Rodri here, and he has scored just before half time. I mean, look at that. It is literally 4 minutes over the added time that it was supposed to be. Honestly, rigged. Son on the ball here, and he goes for the shot on his left foot, and he smacks it off the bar. What a goal that would have been from Heung-min Son. But we get all 3 points here. We beat Man City once again. They have not beat us once in this whole entire series, which is class. But hopefully we can go on and win that Premier League title. Now we've got Leipzig in the second leg of the Champions League round of 16. And you know what? I think we're comfortable enough to go ahead and sim it, because we are 4-1 up in the tie. And we get a 1-1 draw, which puts it 5-2. Bentancur scoring for us. So we're through to the next round of the Champions League. Now we've got an FA Cup game against Everton. I'm going to go ahead in our second team. I think it should get the job done. And we've actually lost 3-1. Maybe our second team isn't as good as I thought it was. Okay, so next up is Southampton. As you can see, we're sitting top of the league with 9 games to go. So we need to keep it that way. And we've got AC Milan in the second leg. I forgot to tell you before we... or after the Leipzig tie, actually. So yeah, but we've got Southampton now. Going to sim it away at St Mary's, and we win 3-0. They've been relegated in real life. They must have come back up, because I did do the relegated team. So yeah, now it's Nottingham Forest. I'm going to go ahead and sim this one as well, away from home, a 3-1 victory. Okay, so now we've got Fulham at home. I'm going to use our second team once again, because we have got our tie against AC Milan. I don't want a squad to be absolutely shattered, and we've lost 2-1. Maybe our second team is actually pretty dead. Now it's time for the big game against AC Milan. We need a big performance here away at the San Siro. I want to bring a lead home to the Tottenham Stadium for the second leg. Early on here, De Ketelaere plays it into Leao, and that is a very good save from David Raya to deny him. De Ketelaere on the ball once again, playing in cam for AC Milan, and Leao gets his shot off just over the bar, and we could get a chance here. Son wraps on Milan with a decent save. All right, Maddison's got through here, gets his shot off. Another good save from Milan. Right, Kulu driving through just before half-time, gets his shot off. Another save by Milan. And Maddison is absolutely knackered, because we used him in the last game as well, because Eze's injured. So I'm going to bring Ndombele on. All right, Kulusevski driving through here, literally from the kickoff. We've seen him score from here before. Milan is absolutely keeping him in the game right now. Odoi on the ball, into Son. Good bit of play here from us. Bentancur finds David. David, has he got the end product? Of course he does. The Canadian scores once again to make it 1-0 here at the San Siro. We need to keep this clean sheet. We need to keep Rafael Leao away from our goal, because if anyone's going to score, it's going to be him. Kulusevski on the ball here. What can he do? He's holding it up, waiting for Pedro Porro. Porro whips one to Son at the back post. We've seen him score there before, but he couldn't get onto the end of it. Tonali, who should be playing for Newcastle, plays it in. Leao into Willeney, and Willeney has scored against us to make it 1-1. Leao with the assist, as if we just let Willeney score. Romero into Ndombele, into Porro. This is some good play here. Porro finds Jonathan David in the last minute. Can he score to seal the deal? Jonathan David... He's actually missed. You'd bet your house on that man to score in that situation, 1-1 with the keeper. And it is level going into the second leg. I mean, it's not the worst of results, but we could have won it right at the end there. But 1-1. It's not bad, to be fair. Okay, now in between the second leg and the first leg, we've got Liverpool. I'm going to go ahead and play the highlights, because I don't know, I can't be bothered. I'm not going to lie. Can't be bothered to play a full game and then play the next one after against AC Milan. It does get a bit boring, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, we've gone in, played the highlights. Hopefully we can get a win. Diaz on the ball here. Diaz gets a shot off. No, he does not. It gets blocked. We could have a chance here. Kulusevski gets dispossessed. And yeah, stalemate really. That's all that happened, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, I'll take a point away at Anfield. Tough place to go. But now it's time for the second leg against Milan. We need a huge game here. We've got the home advantage. They didn't take advantage of theirs. So yeah, we need to win this. Odoi's been dispossessed, and Rodrigo plays it into Leao. Leao, first time, smashes it into the top left corner of the goal. There was no way David Raya was saving that. All right, we've got an attack here. Maddison into Kulu. Kulu gets his shot off. Good save by Milan. Milan have an attack here. Leao into Rodrigo. Back into Leao. They're actually playing some mad tiki-taka. Leao somehow shoots on the spin, and that goes in. That is bullshit, I'm not going to lie. Schick on the ball here. Into De Ketelaere, into Leao for his hat-trick. And they've absolutely destroyed us in this first half. Rafael Leao's even grittying on us. The disrespect from that man. He's destroyed us in his first half. Leao into Joel Linton. Joel Linton has scored for them as well. As if Joel Linton's just scored in the Champions League for AC Milan. What is going on? Jonathan David on the ball here. Into Kulu. Finds Maddison. Gets in front of Tomori. Gets a shot off. And makes it 4-1. Get that ball, James Maddison. We got half an hour to score 3 goals. We can come back into this tie. Kulusevski on the ball here. Into David. David with a good touch. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Jonathan David makes it 4-2. Could the comeback dream still be alive? Guerrero on the ball. Into Tonali. Tonali holds it. Waits for Joel Linton. Joel Linton's through. And I think he's put the nail in the coffin. Joel Linton has scored 2 goals against us to knock us out of the Champions League. 2 goals from Joel Linton and a hat-trick by Rafa Leao. So in this series, we aren't going to win the Champions League by the looks of it. But we can still win the Premier League. Our manager rating isn't looking too good. So we pretty much have to win the Prem. Like, I can't do this whole series without winning the trophy. The next episode will be the final one with all these games in April and May. So if you enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. It's either out today, tonight, or tomorrow morning. So yeah, I'll see you then.